just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here's Rodgers to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over a 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Hurts. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hurts throw there, caught by Gallup. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Now he steps away. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Play action. It's Goff. Slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Rodgers on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On the handoff, this is Taylor, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 21-0 our score after 1. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a give to Taylor. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Here's Hurts to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Goff. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Goff. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. Now it's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. And some room to work. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 65 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Goff. He's going deep for Brown. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He gets away from one. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will make the lead now 26. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Campbell making the catch. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Taken from just outside the 30. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Goff. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Hurts throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Looking for Campbell downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. He'll let one go deep for Howard. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. O.J. Howard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
The final shot before break here. Goff. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Rodgers to return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Hurts. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Washington. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second and goal. Gibson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. Touchdown! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run with Taylor, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense,
touchdown Colts! Paris Campbell, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Blankenship out for the point after. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Makes this Washington 33, Colts 14. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off 4-3.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Washington! Antonio Gibson, 75 yards. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just tough.
Hurts fumbles it, and it's Washington that scoops it up. Does the big boy have the juice? The 30. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Rodgers to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Play action. Here's Hurts. That ball caught by Campbell. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Play action. It's gone. Looking sideline, incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
He'll let one go deep for Howard. And, boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Going to take a shot for Gallup, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st down, Hurts. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's caught by Howard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing the Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 119 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll run. It's Gibson. Dante Hightower on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Gibson again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Watch the pass. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to